Hi everyone, good day to you from Zone Tech Solutions. So I've been having a lot of questions, people asking, they don't really even understand, what is solar, what is inverter, how can I put something on my roof and at the end of the day it's going to give me power in my house to power my television, my fridge, my lights. So we have come to explain it to you. So I have our very own in-house engineer Best. So he's here to intimate us. So Engineer Best, we're going to start from the very one that most people know. We see these blue plates, we see it on the roof of some places, our neighbors, and they call it solar panel. So can you please tell us what exactly is the work of this solar panel?
Hi everyone. Now the work of this solar panel is to generate power from the sun, and then it will then send it to the battery with the help of a controller, which is this.
Okay.
This one regulates the charge flow of current to prevent your battery from overcharging and to give it what the adequate current it needs.
Okay. Okay, so this plate is just something to collect energy from the sun. That is the main work. Okay, so you mentioned something about with the help of this controller. Can you please let me bring it up? With the help of this controller, it will charge the battery. Okay, so we have talked about this solar panel, we've talked about the battery. Of course, we know that the battery is like a bank, just like your phone battery. When you charge it, it's 100%. You pick it up in the morning, it can last you for some hours or even all day. So we know what a battery is. But what we are really confused about, engineer, is this inverter, this one. So what exactly is the work of this inverter that we are hearing every day? Everybody saying inverter. What's the work of the inverter?
Okay, this inverter, the major work of this is to convert this DC power, the power inside this battery, so convert it and then send it to this load. The load you can see here.
The appliances.
These appliances. This is what it will send it down to all these appliances. Okay. That is just the major work of this.
Okay, so this is like a converter.
Yeah.
To convert it.
Converts the power from here and send to this load.
So are you saying that without this inverter, we will not be able to use this energy that we have gotten from the sun?
No, you cannot be able to use it because what is coming in from sun is DC power.
Direct current. Okay. Yes. But what we use in our house is alternating current. Exactly. So I will just explain it. So for instance, you travel to Dubai, you are going to have to change your naira to dirhams. So for you to be able to trade or for you to be able to buy anything. So that's the same way this inverter works. It converts the energy in the battery for you, so you can be able to power your blender and whatever it is that you need to power. So thank you very much, engineer. So another big question that most people ask is, how do I know what I can power on my inverter? Because when we are doing consultation, clients begin to say things like, I'm staying in a 2-bedroom apartment. What is the best solar or inverter system for me? Do you understand?
Okay.
So how do we know what is watts? How do we know the load? We talk about load. We say, okay, this is our system we have designed. It's for 150 watts. How do I know what to put on the inverter that will be, the total will not be more than 150 watts?
Okay, that's a nice question. Now in every appliance you have, there's always a template that is on it. Like this, you can see this is a 10 watts LED AKT POP light.
Okay.
And we also have other appliances here, like your air blower, which is air dryer. This is 1000 watts. We have a pressing iron.
Okay.
This is a Badger pressing iron. And you can see the templates here. You can see 230 volts, but the wattage here is 1000 watts.
Okay.
So from all of
Let's look at all this everything. So we have hot plate also.
We have hot plate
2000 watts,
which is 2000 watts.
So and we have microwave 1000 watts. This blender is written 350.
But we can also check and confirm to see what the wattage is. You can see 350 watts.
Okay.
So in every appliances you have, there is always a template on it. So from that template, you go to assess your load and then know what each load is consuming.
Okay, for instance, engineer,
Okay.
our lowest plan that we have for small business is for 150 watts.
Okay.
So that means that this small thing like this small chicken thing that is for to dry your hair, this one is 1000 watts. This means that we cannot use this small one on that our smallest plan.
No, you cannot use it because this is the 1000 watts and it has a heating element inside which consume more power.
Okay.
So it can look it like this item is small, but it's very powerful.
Wow.
It can consume a lot of energy.
Okay.
So it's not advisable to use it on a smallest
a
on
150
plan,
watt
150 watt
plan.
Exactly.
So that 150 watt plan, does that mean that what can I power if something as small as this cannot work? You know, my blender is 350 watts, but now what I can afford is 150 watts. What are the kind of things that I can be able to put on that small plan?
Okay, good. That's a nice question. Now, I have a power meter here.
Okay.
And this power meter, it's very able to measure the power consumption.
Okay.
So, with this, let's just take an example. This is your clipper.
Okay.
Let's plug it and see. Now, your clipper is your button to switch on.
Okay.
I'll switch it on. Now you can see the readings. So that means this clipper here can only consume 10 watts.
Oh, so it consumes really
so
small.
So it consumes lesser power. Okay. Just imagine I'm running a barber salon.
Okay.
I can actually run like 5 clippers at the time,
okay.
which is about 50 watts.
50 watts. We still have 100.
And I still have 100 left.
Yeah, if you are using the small plan, no.
The small plan, of which I can have like 2 wall fan.
Okay.
There, and then the whole of the lightings, or even three wall fans.
Okay.
And to carry it comfortably.
Engineer, this thing. But some people like to use television, no. So is there a television that we can use?
Yes, you can also use television.
What is
like
the average watts of a television?
32 inches LED TV will not consume more than 50 watts or 45
Oh,
watts.
wow. So that means from my own calculation, no, I can have a barbing salon, have 3 clippers, that's 30 watts, have my television, that's 80 watts together, you know, have like this 18 watts light now, you know, so that means I will be good to go, and you know, a small fan.
Yes.
That is really awesome.
Yes.
So, but engineer, people might be asking, so is it possible for me to be able to power, if I want to do microwave and I have the money, is it possible?
Yes.
I want the solar to carry microwave, carry washing machine and AC. Is it possible to do that?
Yes, it's possible. That's when we'll be looking at the higher package.
Okay.
There's higher package for that.
Okay.
I can carry your washing machine included.
Yes.
Your microwave, your pumping machine, and your AC.
Okay.
And that's why we also have inverter ACs, things that consume lesser power, for you to be able to manage your power and then run smoothly without incurring much cost.
Okay, so let's thank you very much. I think I really get the point. So if you want to power bigger things, you have to go for bigger plans.
Yes.
And our biggest plan at the moment is for 4,000 watts. That's the biggest plan we have. So and also and even more. So and also another thing that came to my mind is that we can actually rotate the load just like a generator, right?
Yes.
You know, when you on your generator, you on AC, you off your fridge, you on AC. So you can also do that with your inverter system.
Exactly, yes.
So this blender, it is written 350 watts. Can we test it?
Let's test and see the
Let's
blender
test the blender and see
wattage.
what it will consume.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So this is our blender. So let's turn it on. Oh, the noise, but let's try. Okay, let's leave it to go up a bit.
You can even see our blender consumes less than what is written at the back, the template. So this blender is 150 watts. It's a 150 watt blender.
So this blender is a 150 watt blender.
Which
it means that if I'm using our second plan, which is the plan that is for 300 watts, I can also
Yes,
use
a
this
blender
blender,
for
but I will
it.
off my TV and off some other things. So engineer, what is another question people ask? Is it easy to maintain solar?
Okay, yes, it's very easy to maintain solar. The only um, the only thing you just need to do is that if you are using, because there are basically two types of battery, we have the wet cell and the dry cell.
Okay.
If you are using the wet cell, that means every 6 months, depending on the usage, you need to top up your electrolytes with distilled water.
Okay, so that's fine. If it's just 6 months, because me, I have a generator. I have to service it sometimes, you know. But you are saying at least 6 months I can be able to use my system without, you know, maintenance. Okay. Another question, engineer. This system, how long will it last? I'm talking about can if I do a small plan, can it last me? I'm sorry, I'm just asking. Can it last me up to 3 years?
Yes, it will last you even more.
Okay.
Provided you do not exceed your total load, as in you do not load the battery more than its capacity. If you load a battery more than its capacity, it will work for a particular period of time before you look it to back up.
Okay,
Yes.
so that's why I have a friend that says solar is very bad because she has to replace her battery after 6 months. So would it be that it was overload?
Overload. What can damage batteries are overload, ventilation, overdraining of battery, lack of charge, overcharging, and using of eating elements.
What do you mean by, engineer, this your grammar is too much. What do you mean by
using
eating
of
elements?
heaters on a smaller package.
Okay.
On a package,
What are
not
heaters? Like
suitable
hot
for-
plates
your hot
and ring
plates,
boiler?
Your ring boiler, your pressing iron, microwave on a smaller package.
On a small
Except-
battery?
Exactly.
Okay.
So those are some of the things that.
Oh wow. Okay, thank you
Physical
very much, engineer. So guys, I'm sure that you have really enjoyed, you know, this our little session, and I know that by now you know what a solar panel is and you know the importance. One more question, sorry.
Okay.
Engineer, is it possible that I don't use solar panel, I just use only inverter and battery? Is it possible?
Only inverter and battery. Yes, it's very possible. That is if you have lights like 7 to 8 hours or even more
Okay.
every day, you can use battery and inverter without solar.
Okay, because from what we said, the solar panel is
It's
just a
means
charger
of charging
from the
battery
sun.
from the
So
sun.
if I can use my NEPA lights to charge my battery,
Yes.
that will be fine.
Exactly.
Okay,
That's
so
fine.
it's just like a power bank.
Yes.
When there is light,
And
you
if you
charge
can
the power
maintain it very
bank.
well, if
Yeah.
you can manage your power why NEPA light is out, then you'll be able to use it pending when NEPA comes back again.
Wow.
Yes.
This is really
So
interesting.
then there will be need for generator and noise.
Okay. But people say solar is expensive. Like for instance, our smallest plan, which is for 150 watts.
Yes.
You know, at the moment, you know that price change, but as of the day we are recording this video, it's going for 295,000 without
Yes,
solar.
without solar.
Then with solar, it's going for 490 with solar. So can we say it's more expensive? Because I mean, every day I just have to buy fuel 1,000 and supplement before NEPA bring the lights. Okay, so why do I have to do solar if I can just be buying fuel 1,000, 115 every day? So is it better? This solar, is it really necessary? Is it for everybody? Is it not for only rich people?
Okay, solar is not for everybody,
Okay.
and at the same time, people actually have a misconception that solar is expensive. Why? Because they just feel like buying something on 1,000 every day wouldn't take much out from them. But if you have to calculate it on a long run,
Yeah.
you're actually spending more than those people you think they have the money to purchase these ones.
Okay.
Yes. Now let's assume you are purchasing fuel
Yeah.
of 1,005 every day.
Yes, for my business.
And even
yeah.
1,005 every day for your business will not be up to like maybe 5 hours, 6 hours, depending on your generator capacity though,
Okay.
and what you are putting on it. Let's assume you are purchasing a foil of 1,005 times 30 days. What you have there is about 45,000.
Wow. So you mean 1,500 every day is 45,000 per month?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Now, if a month you are consuming 45,000, let's multiply by 12 months. That is about 540,000.
Wow.
Which is even less than the plan.
The plan, our lowest plan.
Our lowest plan.
Okay.
And this 540,000, that is just for fuel. I'm not talking about oil, work, servicing, maintenance, and all those
that
things
might come up.
that might come up ahead.
Okay.
So, over the long run, this inverter system and the solar system
Proves to be cheaper.
is cheaper. And one thing about it is that the beauty of it all is that your solar panel lasts 25 years.
Wow.
25 years warranty.
These solar panels, if it does not break,
Yeah,
if you don't, fall from the roof,
exactly,
it's going to last for
25
years
Yes.
and keep charging.
Yes. While your batteries, if you are getting a good batteries, it will take you for like 4 to 5 years.
Wow. And we even
can.
give 18 months warranty on our batteries.
Then your inverter, provided you do not overload it or use different equipment on it, it will last you more than 5 years as well.
Wow. So we're looking
They're all
at
electronics.
We're looking at like a 5 years plan. So if we're doing our, let's even say our medium plan that is 511 divided by 5 5 years, you see that you're actually really saving a lot of money
for 5 years.
For 5 years. So solar is when you think in the long run, not for people that don't know how to plan.
Exactly.
Okay.
And if you are to consider the buying of fuel, just calculate it by 5 years. By 5 years, that's 540,000 by 5.
Wow.
That's over 2.7 million
on fuel that will just go. And another
just for fuel, excluding maintenance.
Wow.
And your generator gets weaker.
Wow. You might have to replace your generator after 2 years.
Parts. You have to buy your carburetor, buy a piston, blah 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 blah.
Wow.
Like
I think with this, I think I'm really interested now.
Okay.
I think I'm going to be able to cough out some money. But we're even doing a promo plan now where you can pay instrumentally, so you can spread your payment for 6 months. Power is very important in our business and in our homes, you understand. So I think this is the best. This is just a best session. I know if you have watched to the end of this video, thank you very much. And I'm so convinced that you would have learned a lot